Hello everyone and welcome to another SOEDESCO live stream. Now, as you might have seen, we are having some technical difficulties here, just as with my speech, what's going on. But we had to start the stream twice, or 3 times even. But, thank you for sticking with us. And thank you for tuning in to another SOEDESCO live stream, because we do live streams every Friday, if you didn't know. So, first of all, before we start anything, please subscribe to the channel and also hit that bell to be notified every time we go live and also every time we upload a video. It's all up to you, of course, but it really helps you stay up to date with everything we do. Also like this video, by the way. Press that thumb. That also really helps us. But yeah. Danny is also in this live stream, and of course with the current with the current situation, we are at a distance. So he's back home and I'm in the studio. But I hope you guys can hear him. He's on Discord with me. Say hi, Danny.
Hello, everyone.
So let me know if you can hear him via the Discord. This is something new that we're trying here. But anyway, we are playing Truck Driver today. And we are playing we're going to take a first look at patch number 6, which is coming this month. We don't know exactly when yet, but it is coming in May. But we're going to take a first look at a work in progress build on PlayStation 4 Pro. So, Truck Driver patch number 6. I am also playing with the Thrustmaster eSwap controller. The fun thing about this one is that it's modular, so if you want to have a different layout in your controller, you can just pull out these little things and you can switch them around with like the D-pad or with the other thumbstick. It's really up to you, and that's the fun thing about this this controller here. But that's kind of what I wanted to say. Without any further ado, thank you for joining in, and also thank you for 13,000 subscribers now. But yeah, Danny, should we get into it? Right?
Just start.
Oh, someone is saying, I just see a guy speaking. Didn't I turn on? Someone is saying can hear him, and someone says I just see a guy speaking. But let me know if you can actually hear me. If you can't, we're doing something wrong. But we are going to dive into patch number 6 for okay, well that's good. Right, so here we are, patch number 6 for Truck Driver. And if you've missed yesterday's video where we announced this patch, also go check out that video.
We'll put the link in the description.
Oh yeah,
this
the link's in the description, I hear from
you.
But first things that you can maybe already see is that the Unity engine has been upgraded, and the game looks quite a bit prettier now. But it's also way more constant frame rate. That's kind of the thing here. But also, as you can see, we've got exhaust smoke coming from the side of our truck, which for me, I think it looks really good. It's still being fine-tuned, and this is a work in progress build. But yeah. What do you think of it, Danny?
I think it's beautiful.
Right? Even like when I accelerate, you can see it. I think it looks great. But let's just get into it, right? I already skipped the tutorial.
So what are you up to?
I think I'm going to go to Charlie, because
the fisherman.
Yeah, he's going to give us the first job. Right. So let me know in the chat, guys, what do you think of this first look? Of course, we just started out, so I haven't really shown you that much. But also let me know in the chat what you want to see. And someone is asking, are you guys on PS4 or PC? This is a PS4 Pro that I'm currently playing on.
Which graphical settings are you using?
Oh yeah, sure. That's a good one. I am playing on favorite resolution right now because I like that high resolution. Oh, did you see it? Did you see that? See that? It's work in progress, but the cars are switching lanes now. Which, is quite nice to me, because I also found myself sometimes, stuck on the road, cars blocking you, or cars just not moving at all. Well, they can easily pass you. So yeah. Someone also asked.
I hope I announced it correctly, but K Jill is asking if we can add more contracts to the game. But right now our focus is of course delivering this patch and things like the visual damage system.
Yeah,
we
that's another
uploaded
thing. Yeah.
a video on.
No Man also says the speed limit is on the GPS. Yes, it is, and that's a thing a lot of you guys have actually requested, and yeah. Wise Head Gamer says the music is pretty loud. I already turned the music down specifically, but if more of you
could turn it down a little bit, I think.
Okay.
So
yeah.
we can hear more of your beautiful.
Okay. Let me just do that. Audio, and let's turn it down a little bit more. 40. Let's see how it goes. Okay, let's get into cabin mode. So I'm on my way to Charlie right now, and I don't need to set a GPS location because I know where it is, just like a lot of you might know where exactly it is. But as you can see in the distance also, there's a tractor driving, and that is one of the new things. Of course, in this work in progress build, there are no trucks yet on the road, no AI trucks, but just like these tractors are in here, trucks will also be in there. So just going to go downhill, and of course these trucks are a little bit slower than other vehicles. And I have reached level 1 for safe driver skill. I mean, I'm a safe driver. So we're just cruising down this hill with this tractor in front of us. I'm not going to overtake here because, I mean, this is quite a dangerous pass if I do this. And of course, people are again asking for multiplayer. I think I've answered this question about 1 million times now, but of course I will keep answering you guys' questions. But multiplayer is not in our plans, not at all. So we are focusing on other things. We can improve the single player experience a lot more still. So we are focusing on that, and multiplayer just not in our plans. So
Jennifer is asking when this is going to drop.
Well, this month. That's kind of all that we know at this point. I mean, we're not holding out on you guys or anything. We just don't know yet because this is a work in progress build. And yes, actually, I did want to warn you guys. This build might even crash randomly because it is a work in progress build. And this guy just stomped his brakes for some reason. I don't know. Stuff like that. That's why we don't have an exact date yet. We do know that we'll be able to get it to you this month. But we still aren't too sure yet. So we're going to take a left up here. Let's hope this tractor just goes straight on so we can move a little bit faster. Yes, great. Okay, so let's take a left here and then move up to Charlie. So yes, this is a new game. I'm not continuing an old save or so. We are at the beginning of the game again because this is a new build. So yeah.
Someone is asking where we're from.
Where we're from? Where do you think we're from? That's got a counter question for you. Where do you think we're from? Let us know in the chat or in the comments or wherever, and we'll let you know if it's correct. So as you can see, the whole UI got quite an update as well. He actually says Netherlands or Germany. Well, one of those is correct. It is the Netherlands. But UI got a whole upgrade as well. The stamina bar is done down to the left, just like the truck health. Also, the sat nav is on the bottom right with, of course, the fuel meter, and now it has a color skill, which I think is really helpful. And your currency is both on the top right. Same with XP, so you can actually know where if you can spend some XP on some skills.
Also, the warning is now red colored, right?
Yeah.
Or it was
white, I think, or something, or blue, or it's like not a warning color. But let's just get the new job right. There's also a new thing on screen right here. Because I can actually choose to skip this whole conversation or just reply as we normally do. So for now, let's just skip this, right? I mean, this is one of the first missions, and we just want to get out there, right?
I also saw a question from Crystal, where he asked if there are already AI trucks in this build.
Not in this build yet. So that is also part of why we cannot say when this is coming to you guys, because that is not in there yet, and we want that to be in there. So that's still being worked on. So yeah, they are coming, but they're not in this build yet. But they will probably be in patch number 6 when it comes to your console. We're again getting the multiplayer question, but we just answered it, so... Ooh, that was pretty close. That fence right there, but... yeah, so... One of the first missions, again, this is just taking it down the road. And around the block, so... Alright, now think about the parking system. We got a lot of people coming to us and saying, hey, parking system is maybe a little bit too easy because you can get 100% quite fast. I mean, so now we increase the difficulty on that. You can still choose to do automatic parking or to, settle for 60% or something, but to get that 100%, it is now a little bit harder to actually get that. So as you can see, I'm now at 60 and 50 because I'm not all the way in the thing. So I am going to try to get it a bit more straight into here, but it might be a little bit hard, but we're going to try. So just nice and easy. Does it to get that 100%? You have to put in, actually put in the extra work. So 90% and 100, because it's fully straight in and into the block. So turn off the engine and leave the trailer here. Lux9 also asks, more cars on the road will be nice, the roads look a bit empty. Well, as this update lays the groundwork for the new AI system, that is definitely something we can improve in later patches. But the AI system is getting implemented here, and this is basically the new system, and we can build upon that. So
in addition to that, we just talked about the AI trucks that are coming.
Yeah.
It's not 100% certain that the trucks will already be in patch
True.
number 6, but if that's not the case, it probably comes soon after that.
Yeah. Let's just wait for this guy to pass, right? Maniacs here. Okay.
I
Take this
also
turn, go back
got
to
a
Charlie.
question for the people.
Ooh.
They're asking us questions, so it is fair to do that, right?
Yeah, right.
I only see 39 likes on this stream, and
not
about 160 people are watching.
That's not enough, guys. Come on, press
I
that.
want those cheeky likes.
Press that like button down below. It really helps us. So just press that like, help us out,
And subscribe while you're at it.
Subscribe as well, so you won't miss out any of these streams that we do already. Just going to keep doing jobs and watch what we see. You know, watch some new sceneries with the new Unity upgrade, or see some AI stuff happening. So I need to pick up a trader for Charlie right now.
Also, see question about the release date of the Switch version. We haven't got one yet, but once we do, we will let you all know, of course.
The Switch version is still coming. We just don't have a release date yet, and we, you know, just like with everything, with every game or update, we don't want to shout dates before we actually know. When it comes. So I already know where it is. So we're just gonna skip this and go over to that lighthouse there. I'm driving way too fast for this little village, but
oh yeah, that's maybe also nice for you all to know. When you're driving too fast, the little speed sign will turn black instead of white.
Yeah, so I can demonstrate that. Here you can see I'm going over the speed limit now, and the little thing turns black so that you know you're speeding. So now it's just, you know, a regular traffic sign, but once you hit that limit, it will turn black. So let's get ourselves to this new trader, shall we? Right, this is always a little bit tricky, but I'm just going to turn around here, back on the street, and get ourselves a trader. Ooh, a little bit of an angle here, but yes, here we go. Connect. All right, great. Henry sees new effects. Do you mean the exhaust smoke? Because yes, that is new. Let me know what you think of it. So we're just going to have to bring this trader back to Charlie, and then the job will be done. I'm sorry for taking the right of way here, but I'm in a hurry. So heading back to Charlie now with these baby eels, Dover baby eels. And taking a left here. Ooh, that was a bit wide. So let's go back into cabin mode, shall we? See a lot of people asking stuff in all caps. It doesn't really necessarily help you to get your question answered, but can you add some US trucks?
It's not
something that, yeah. Right now
we are
more working on the systems in the game and stuff, and later on we can work on expanding. And US trucks, I don't know. I honestly don't know yet. I'm not the sole person in the company who actually decides on stuff like that, but I honestly don't know at this point. But yeah, am I going the right way? Actually, I wasn't paying attention anymore.
I also see some questions about custom businesses. So you can start your own business, but that's also not something we're focusing on right now.
Yeah, that's
just like you said, we're focusing on more on the gameplay side at the moment.
Yeah, that's it's like a whole nother thing, right? So I think either right now we've run into a bug in a new build, or I'm dumb. Let me know in the comments which one it is.
The second one.
Yeah, I think so. But right, this seems like a bug, right? Because I know I have to take this one back to there, but there's no thing showing up. So yeah, but that's what happens with a work in progress build, right? And this is also why we cannot tell you with certainty when this patch will go live, because we don't want to push another patch just to see some other things fail. This is an actual stuff. Oh, there we go. I don't know why, but right now the timer has started. That's this is just weird stuff, And those are the
want to show off your skills
in turning this way. Let's just try it this way, right? Yes, it works. Great. Cool. All right. But those are just things that a new patch can bring, unfortunately. There we go. So now we have to look for the spot to park this thing. Someone also is asking repeatedly, can we get cars to drive? Like actual cars? Well, the game is called Truck Driver. So we'd like to focus on trucks first. And I think we'd if we do something like that, we'd first focus on adding more trucks first. But it is a cool idea, that you can actually maybe get out or drive an actual car, but it's called Truck Driver. I think this is also new, right? This whole mission complete screen that also got revamped.
This patch is coming out in May. We've got no specific date yet.
Yeah, so
I saw the question again, so
I think we'll have to keep saying that. I also saw someone who said, hey, open up the map, but sure, but I mean the map hasn't changed that much, except for something you could have already seen in the patch 6 video, which we dropped yesterday. If you haven't seen that yet, go check that out, because it has a full list of all the stuff that is in this build that I'm playing right now. But there are 2 new garages, something that a lot of you have been asking for. So there's one here in Baikal, and then one over there in Oosterhaven Poort, all the way to the right. So you've got one down south, still in Midhem, and then you can get yourself a garage at Oosterhaven Poort or Baikal. So
you have to buy these.
Yeah, you have to purchase them, you have to buy them. So right now I think that the cost for this thing is just very low, and that's still something that we're tweaking. But yeah, should we take another job and complete that, or just drive to the garages or something? Maybe that will be fun. I don't know. I see virtual car meets in the chat. Just copy pasting those questions. Are there AI trucks? Yeah, we already touched on that earlier in the stream as well. We do want there to be AI trucks with dispatch. But like Danny said earlier, we are not completely sure if they'll be in patch number 6. We do want it, but else, if it's not in patch 6, then we will be adding it in a later patch. Anyway,
they are coming.
They are coming, and they are not in this build that I'm playing right now because this is a work in progress build. I am showing you stuff, that is still a work in progress. So, I mean, the game can also at any time maybe crash. Just wanna prepare you for that. But yeah.
So, I wanted to ask the people if we're going for the new garage or accept a new mission.
Yeah. And in the meantime, Lux9 asked, there was a new logo in the control wheel. That was a sharp eye, Lux. What was that? I almost forgot to mention that. It's a small little thing, but it is a change camera thing, which you can change, with which you can change the camera, which is handy for people who are using physical steering wheels, because of course you can oh, I pressed it. You can switch a camera by pressing the right analog stick, but not all steering wheels have analog sticks or a right analog stick. So that's why we added a switch camera thing in the radial menu here, for people with steering wheels to be able to switch camera views at any time. I mean, it's a small little thing that we added here, but I think it will help out a lot of people, right?
See a lot of people who want us to go to the garage.
Yeah. Well, let's go, right? Our stamina is getting low. I mean, we have completed a few jobs, and it is night already. It is 11, but so we'll just see if we pass a garage on our way there. Let's go to one of the garages, shall we? Let me open the map.
In the meantime, people should like this live stream.
Yeah, press that thumb. Press that thumb up. It really helps us. Just give us that like, and so here's some night gameplay, guys. I think it has, especially also the lighting, has improved with this Unity engine upgrade, because we upgraded from version 2017.4 to version 2019.2, and especially the lighting and the shadows and stuff have really improved. So yeah. This is also one of the things I've seen in this build already, which is still needs work. Some of the car models, their lights on the models itself doesn't light up. So work in progress build. When you work on a game, stuff breaks, and you have to fix that before you can actually push a patch. So let's resume our way to the garage. Alright, this car is moving slow. Why are you moving so slow? There we go. Low stamina. Oh no. I gotta find a place to. Oh, come on. 50. Yes. To actually rest. Let's see if we actually get to. Oh. Yes. Let's take a quick detour here, shall we? I think we just missed that exit, but if we just quick and dirty reverse here. I'm sorry, sir. Very sorry. We can resume. And let's just continue here. Right, shall we? Alright. I already see the resting place there. And let's go. Just took the right of way there. And let's go to sleep. Oh, turn the engine off and go to sleep. Great. Okay, so it is very early in the morning right now. But we're just going to go for it. It is raining as well. Let's get into the cabin and turn on those wipers, shall we? So, some people in the chat are really have some keen eyes, because they ask, where did the speed limit indicator go? And yeah, that's true. It actually disappeared. Another one of these things that a work in progress build really brings with it. So I think at some point, this is a known issue, at some point it disappears. I think after either sleeping or completing missions, stuff like that.
But it will be fixed
Yeah,
before the patch goes
and
live.
that's why that's also why we don't know when it's going live yet, because those are things that are still being worked on, and once we absolutely know when the patch is coming, we will let you know. Oh, I know I'm speeding right now though. So if I had the indicators, of course that would help me, but there's a lot of road signs. Hopefully the dev team is writing all of these issues down now. Well, actually most of these issues are already known, so we knew that from the start, but we just wanted to show you guys this work in progress build, so that you guys can actually see what it actually looks like in game. Well, it's not even done yet, but yeah. And let me try to take a little sip of my drink while we're driving here. Don't drink and drive though. But I did it. So we are nearing Bikant, where the garage is. And you can already see it in the distance. Let's take a look, shall we? So the garage placement, stuff like that. The entrance point might still be changed, but this is work in progress where the garage will be located. I mean, it won't change drastically or something, but there it is. So we place it next to an existing garage here, and right now the things are here on the field. What we could do, of course, is move it to here where the garage actually is, but those are things that we're still looking into, what would be better, but yeah, let's enter the garage before we buy it. Right now, oh, engine is on. Right now you gotta purchase for 500 euros, which is low in my opinion. And we have already been talking about that, how many should this garage cost, right? Because this is of course quite low, we think. So let me know in the chat, what do you think? What do you guys think what this garage should cost, to make it a fair price? But for now, let's just purchase it and get into this garage, and let's see, right? So we're now in the garage. Lux9 says maybe 3,000. Henry says 1k. KP Nut says 10k. Marvin says 5 euros. 5 euros.
That's quite low.
Yeah. 4K, 8K. It's between 9 and 10, right? 300K. I don't know.
Oh, he meant free.
Free. 15,000. It's still something we're tweaking. So 9,500. Sounds
Let's
specific.
meet in the middle.
Yeah. Let's just repair now for 295, right? And I mean, it's a garage, just in a different spot. For the likes of me, I'm set on 200K in game, so any price is fine.
Did
All
I
right.
hear likes?
Likes? Give us some likes, please. Right, we're back. I think we should just take a quick little nap while we're here, right? Let's just take a quick little nap. And we deserve a nap.
Again?
Why some people are saying 10K, which, I mean, it seems pretty fair. I mean, I've now completed, what is it, 2 jobs? And I've earned about 2,000 or 3,000 now. So 10K sounds reasonable. So yeah. Also, the colors for the sleep area changed. Wow. You guys and your keen eyes, really. Can you place more things on the truck in a new update? Like customizable options, stuff like that. That will be something that we will be working on. But not for this update yet. Guys, where should I go? Should I go back to Charlie? I think I should. Just get a job, right? Accept a job
Yeah,
from
I
Charlie.
think so.
What do you guys think about that fuel meter? I think it, really works better now that it has a color scale. Because, now you can actually see if you're in the red or in the yellow. Yeah. By the way, if you see me look into the left or your right a lot, it's because I'm looking at the chat constantly, seeing what happens there. If you guys have any questions. And of course, we've got Danny on Discord here as well.
Whoa,
Oh,
that's
there he
me.
is. who is also looking at the chat. So feel free to ask any questions. Please,
I've
please.
seen some people ask about the PC version,
Ah.
but just like the Nintendo Switch version, we don't have a date yet, but we're still working on it. And if we've got any more information, we of course share it with you all.
Yeah, and all these things that we're currently working on, that also benefits
Those
PC
versions
version,
as
yeah,
well.
and the Nintendo Switch version. I mean, I personally, like yesterday or the day before that, I have actually played the Switch version. Also
You're such a
work.
tease.
Ooh, did you see that? He took right away, and that's something that with this new AI system that's now been implemented, we can tweak way easier. Wait, where am I even going? Wait, did I miss?
No,
I missed it.
no,
Right? I
we're
didn't.
still late. No,
Really?
this
I'm going to look at the map.
or
Oh yeah.
did you? Oh.
No, you're right. But with this new AI system, those are exactly things that we still want to tweak. And with this new system, it's way easier. The old system we had just wasn't possible for us to really tinker with those settings, and that's why we went with an all new AI system that we had to implement, and the groundwork for that has now been implemented. So someone asked, the game has first person.
Just switch,
Oh,
man.
I switched too far. Okay, yes. The game has first person and windshield wipers because we actually need those because it's raining. So yes, to answer your question, I like these easy questions. Can we have more map expansion? Stuff like that is, we do want to add that to the game. We are going to expand customization options, map expansion, stuff like that. But currently we are working on things like this: new systems, the Unity engine upgrade, the new AI system, the damage system as well. We
You
made a
can
video.
check out a video about that on our channel.
Yeah, just go over to our channel. Don't leave the stream yet, please, but go over to our channel, and there is a damage system video for you to watch right there. So, yeah. And that is the next thing that we want to implement. Why does this guy have his blinkers on? Or is he's braking constantly? I don't know what he's doing. But just take a left, get out of here. And we are going to Charlie. Brad asked, when will this be on PS4? This month. That's as far as we can, guess now. Well, guess. We know it'll be this month. However, we don't know when exactly this month. Because as you could have seen in this stream, there's still some things that need. Let's take another job. Going the distance. Ready for the next job. And again, of course, people are asking for multiplayer, but as we've said a lot of times before in our streams, on social media, everywhere where we get the question, we get the same answer. We don't have multiplayer planned. We don't have any plans for any multiplayer. Because a single player really needs our focus. So no multiplayer.
I also see some questions about music in the game, but for the people who want to listen to some different music, you can always try to stream your own music via the apps on your console.
Yeah, the consoles do have Spotify apps, stuff like that.
Which you can use at the same time as you're playing the game, so you can choose your own music.
True. Okay, I've been just driving around the harbor here, but I need to get on the road and get myself that route on the sat nav. If it's maybe it's bugging again like the last mission, but yeah, and that's also the thing in the chat. Maybe you can see it right now. Some people are asking for music. Some other people are saying, "Hey, music is not that important." We always have to pick and choose what we work on, because some things some people will really like and other people would not care for it at all. So we always have to pick and choose. But things like, of course, the max, the speed on the sat nav and stuff, that was widely requested, so that was kind of a no-brainer. But as you can see, it's not working anymore for some reason. I don't know. We're going to analyze this stream, this stream, of course, but we did know it had some issues with disappearing, but the footage really helps. Could we get sat nav inside the trucks? And a mileage tracker. I do know that a mileage tracker is actually somewhere on the list. And sat nav inside the trucks actually be really cool, and quite some people are requesting that, so could be a thing for the future. Cool. Brandon now says, I paid full price for this game. The game was also always priced at launch at $39.99, which isn't full price, but to find out that you aren't even ever going to implement multiplayer. From the start, ever before launch, we've always said we are not going to work multiplayer in all our videos, all our streams that we did. And that's as much as we can do, I think. I'm sorry, Brandon, that you expected that, but we have done our absolute best to communicate that we're not going to work on that. So, I'm sorry. I think the GPS is having a little bit of startup problems, but we are getting a route now, so
Well, in the meantime, Martin,
here is Danny again, and I already know what he's going to ask you guys, and you better listen
do
to
you see
Danny.
the amount of likes?
I actually don't. I don't
Oh,
have that. I don't
well,
have the
it's
thing open.
91, and there are like 150 people watching.
150 people watching.
I think
If we
people
could get
can
it
still like.
to at least 150, that would be
Well,
great, guys.
that will be amazing.
Yes. So, please hit a thumb up. It really helps us a lot, and you know.
And
We
don't
might do
forget to subscribe
Yeah.
to the channel and hit the bell so you don't miss any truck driving news on our channel.
Correct. So right now we are going the distance for Charlie Dover.
I see someone saying speed limit indicator only comes in when you're on a mission.
Yes. I
Or
see.
it's a coincidence, or it's really that.
It should be there always. So,
Yeah, we're
well,
still working to fix that before patch.
but it's
We'll
always
go
good to
live.
have these things, you know,
Yeah,
to analyze that, because I do know. I mean, I'm not a tester or something, but I do know our testers have encountered this problem. I don't know if they already knew this. Maybe they did, but it's good to know. It's good to know that it's working again now. And let's take the left here on our way to Bicont here.
we're going to Flecker, right?
Yeah, but I meant like direction
yeah.
Bicont.
I've got a little bit of delay.
Oh, I'm sorry. So if you didn't know, also, we're actually live streaming every Friday. Of course, we're playing different games every week. But it would mean a lot to me if you join on our weekly live streams.
And leave likes on those live
Yes.
streams as well.
Likes always help, really, guys. I mean,
Like right now.
it might not seem like much, right? Might not, you know, just pressing a thumb up button, but it really helps us. Really helps our YouTube channel out. Really helps us reach more people and inform them about what we're doing to Truckman.
Well, a good point from Henry. Aren't you supposed to focus on the road and not read your messages?
Well, I mean, luckily we're in a video game, right? So, no, in the real world, I wouldn't be reading messages while I'm driving. But here, I mean, I can do this, I think. But that's also why I've got Danny on the stream here to help me out with his messages. Danny is actually at home, and I'm here in the studio. I'm really glad he could actually join in here. Via
so I
Discord
can
or whatever.
bother everyone who's watching to like
Yeah.
this stream.
He's like, oh, we
Please
got
like and subscribe.
$1,000 because we euros. That's also a thing that's coming, by the way, but sneak peek. We got €1,000 for reaching level 2 in safe driving. So leveling up those skills.
We got a question from Marwin, and I think I've seen this question
I've
before
also
about
I've seen like
manual
5 million question marks. Okay, but yes.
Well, it's on our list to look into, but right now it's not the focus to
Yeah.
implement that.
Yeah,
That's all we can say right now. No real updates since.
I mean, they're
last time
high
we
on the
spoke
list though, shifters.
about. Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's just
people really
hard to
want
say, right? I mean, because of course, once we say anything, it sometimes, you know, gets blown out of proportion, and people will think it will get into the game tomorrow. But it's high on the list, but can't tell you when exactly. So yeah, let's just go back and again, I'm skipping it. It's been raining for a while, right? Weather's not good today.
Martin,
Yes.
we only need one more like.
For the 150?
No, the
Oh.
100.
For the
Then I'm
100.
also happy, man.
Yeah, well, who is going to make us reach that 100 likes? Lux9 says, wow, those mountains in the background look much better now. Yeah, that's all thanks to the Unity engine upgrade. I mean, oh, people are already honking their horns.
People are liking like crazy.
Great, thanks guys. Really means a lot.
110.
Great.
And also don't forget to subscribe while you're at it.
Mark Friel Vlogs is asking the same question that I actually already answered to you before about
we're
cars.
currently focusing
on trucks.
on driving in trucks.
Because it's truck driver, right?
I see some questions about AI trucks. We already answered that, but they are coming. They're not in this build we're playing yet. Hopefully they will come together with patch number 6, but if they aren't, then they will come soon after that.
Yes, we do have AI tractors though. It's a thing. But we are trying to get trucks in there as well. I think we have to also fuel up real soon. But let's first get this cargo there, right?
Some questions about multiplayer. But
have we counted how many times we got that same question about multiplayer?
But that's not coming to the game.
And Gordon is asking another question.
About the reversing beat sound.
Reversing sound. And yes, that's all I can say. That's very high on the list, not for patch 6, it's not in here. But yes, we are still working on getting a reversing sound in the game, a reversing beat. The weather is getting really bad.
Dave is thanking us. It really helps him relaxing after a crazy week. Well, thank you, Dave, for playing the game and supporting us.
Great, glad to hear that. I'm glad we can do that for you. I mean, I do really like the music in Truck Driver though. It's quite relaxing. So, let's park this trailer full of oysters. And as I said earlier in the previous mission, this parking system actually got a little bit harder, and as you can see, it's just a little bit slanted. Oh, right now I got it, actually got it, but it was 90%. Oh, it was a little bit slanted right there, but now it's in fairly straight, so you can detach and get 100%. But time flies, guys, and I see it's already actually time to end this stream. But I do hope you guys like the stream. And while we are ending the stream, the build crashes. So, as I told you in the beginning, this is a work in progress build. This is a work in progress build, and the game could crash still at random points in the game. So yeah, that's also why we don't have a date yet, because you know, crashes and stuff like that, and some other bugs might be still in the build and are being tested right now. But we need a little bit more time to iron all those things out, because we don't want your consoles to be crashing, right? So that's why we're holding off a little bit. and when we do know a date, we will let you know. However, that was a stream for now. Please like this video, as Danny asked you a lot of times already, and thank you for the likes you've given us.
Yes.
I think they're quite a lot, right? You can rewatch this whole stream on our YouTube channel after we end the stream, so feel free to rewatch some stuff, and
don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe,
So
yes.
you can check out every Friday another live stream, every Monday a new SOEDESCO Time episode with news about all our games.
Yeah, so yeah, we've got SOEDESCO Time every Monday, we've got live streams every Friday, and of course other videos in between, like the video we did yesterday where we announced the patch number 6. But yeah, that's it for now. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, and have a nice weekend, right? Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next live stream.
You.